So some of you are definitely feeling more confident, okay? Feeling more confident, maybe tuning into that divine feminine energy. This is the energy of like luxuriating in yourself, like feeling your oats, okay? This is the energy of you feeling your oats, you feeling like, I do feel good. It's like you have moved out of this heavier energy that maybe was keeping you in this state of feeling frustrated or disappointed about love, or maybe you were just focusing on what wasn't going well in love. And that was this place in which it was more of like a scarcity-based mindset, an energetic place. And I feel like you've shifted out of that. And you're now in this place in which you feel, more open to what is to be or what will come. And you're feeling much more confident about your ability to attract it in. See, that is a shift in your perspective that you might feel like is small, but it moves you light years along the process. This energy of going from focusing on what you're not getting to shifting the energy into all that could be, and recognizing that you have the capacity to call all that in. That is a huge shift. Okay, what do we need to know with this? Tools and guides, ascended masters, loved ones, teachers, positive ancestors. What is my collective's highest energy as it relates to love at this time? Yeah, you're open. You're open, okay? You're feeling more confident, you're open. For some of you, you're looking for something new, or you're open to something new, okay? This is also shifting from a place of, everything just keeps happening to me and I'm so disappointed. Like, woe is me. The universe is just keeps knocking me down. I just keep getting back up, that energy, to being like, no, you know what? All of these lessons that have been placed along this path, all of the karmic energies that I have attracted have served a noble purpose in helping me become the best version of self. So I will no longer see this history as an impediment. I will see it as a way in which I became the strongest version of myself. Right? And now you're in this place in which you can set some new intentions because you shifted that mindset out of being a victim into being a victor. And now that you're a victor, now that you are aware of the fact that you have the power, you're setting some goddamn intentions. And I'm proud of you. That's a big shift. That's a huge shift. And sometimes that takes decades of healing to do. For some of you, you've just started over the past few weeks, over the past few months. But this is a big shift. And the more you start to set intentions, the more you stop focusing on like, why didn't this person reach out to me? Or why didn't this relationship work out? Or why did this person do X, Y, and Z? To what can I now do within my personal power to set new intentions to attract all that I desire without compromise? That's when you start to feel your oats. That's when you start to feel sexier. That's when you start to feel more empowered. That's when you move into this energy of like, dang, I got a lot to offer. Okay, watch me now. That's this energy. Damn. Tell me a little bit more about what my collective is learning at this time. Yeah, you're also aware of the fact that if you can trust in divine timing, that the universe is going to bring forth a miracle. Some of you are anticipating something that feels miraculous because you're in this expansive energy. You were in that constrictive energy, like holding yourself back and like this like downtrodden woe is me. Not anymore. You're like wiping the sleep out of your eyes, shaking the dust off, okay? And you're opening your heart to what will be. And that is a beautiful place to be. Let me know down below if this is what you're feeling, because I'm feeling this in this collective. Like your heart is open to the future. You're trusting. You're trusting yourself. You're trusting the universe. You're trusting the journey. And that is when you can anticipate and expect miracles to come forth on your path. Damn. Okay, how does this affect our love life specifically? Yes, trusting. There is so much healing that comes from this, okay? And I also feel for some of you, there was a part of you were hiding from the world, or you were suppressing certain parts of yourself as you were on the process of healing. And I feel like now you're ready to maybe put yourself back out there. Put yourself back out there potentially towards new energies, or maybe even towards the current situation. But it's about allowing yourself to recognize that when you show yourself vulnerably, like when you express yourself from an authentic place, that is the most attractive frequency that you can be in. That is the most magnetic frequency. Because people recognize that you're not doing it for anyone else. You're not doing it to get a reaction out of people or to get validated. You got yourself. You're holding yourself down. And the proof is in the pudding. Okay? What will be, will be. And it hasn't been easy. Okay? Some of you could be a Pisces. I feel Piscean energy in this collective. I feel Sagittarius energy in this collective. I feel Capricorn energy in this collective. Okay? But there's this energy of, yeah, there was rain, but now there's the rainbow. Like you experienced the heaviness, but also the weight of release. And now you're expecting and anticipating a happy ending. Damn. Who is my collective connected to at this time? Yeah, Pisces gang in the house. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Some of you are connected to an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could be past or new, okay? This is definitely someone who knows that they have an opportunity here with you. Definitely. This is someone who's excited about the potential. This is somebody who wants to put in the work, okay? In the past, if this person did not put in the work, if this is a past person, because this is someone who maybe had to close the cycle, or there was some type of cycle closure here, this could be someone who's wanting to initiate something new. If this is a new person in this collective, this is somebody that is excited to be able to create a new cycle with you, okay? Dang. I feel like this is somebody who's recognized that they need to put in the work to make things work. What do we need to know about how this person sees my collective at this time? They feel like you are so strong. They feel like you are so confident. They're so attracted to you. They see, for some of you, they think you're a good mother. They could be seeing that you're a wonderful mother, or that you take good care of your home. But they're seeing you as someone who basically has everything in life going for them, okay? You honor yourself, you honor others, you are loving, you are gracious, you are giving, you are generous. You're in a stable place energetically. And I feel like this is something they've never really encountered. Someone they're really attracted to, but also someone that they feel like has their stuff together, okay? So for some of you, this is someone brand new or someone you're calling in. For others, this is someone in the past who's realizing that they need to right their wrongs, that they can't let this opportunity pass them by. Where if you are dealing with an earth sign from the past, this is somebody who might be seeing you moving on to bigger and better things and recognizing that they need to do something before they fumble the bag permanently, okay? Tell me about this relationship, if it is a past relationship or if it's a new relationship. If it's a past relationship here, this is somebody who I see recognizes that they need to make a decisive action here. They need to take decisive action, and they need to make a choice to be able to explore this with you, okay? I saw a very interesting message that came across, and I received a download that mirrored this. Love is not always enough, and in most cases it isn't enough. What is most important is strategic alignment. Are you seeking the same path? Like, are you embracing the same phase of the journey together? Are you both aligned in terms of what the future vision is for your lives? Are you able to move into that state of interdependence where you can lean on each other but support each other's dreams and ambitions, where neither of you will have to compromise or settle, where both of you are equally invested in both having a life that's happy for you but also creating something beautiful within the partnership, okay? Tell me a little bit more about what the potential is for this relationship based on my collective's energy. There is so much potential for this relationship. I feel like now there's this evaluation phase, trying to understand whether you are truly on the same page or assessing whether or not the both of you are able to create this solid foundation together. But I see for a lot of you, this is somebody who knows that if they pass up this opportunity, they will forever regret it. Whether it's a past or a new person, this is somebody who just knows you're it. They do. They know you're it. Tell me more about this relationship here. What are we needing to know about it? I feel like both of you have been receiving a lot of intuitive downloads regarding this. And you both might be recognizing the fact that you're angelically protected at this time, that your angels are supporting you and helping you manifest a relationship that is for your best and highest good. I heard written in the stars. That's what it feels like. It feels like there's this aspect of knowing that this is destined or fated or, again, aligned with your higher purpose. It feels very, yes, devoutly and divinely led and spiritual. And I feel like both of you feel the same. What is the purpose of this relationship based on the current energy? Hi, Miss Elizabeth. So it feels like the purpose in this moment is to help you both collectively raise your vibration and be open to being transparent and sharing what you're desiring, open and honest communication, in order to be able to shift into a place in which your relationship feels like it reflects your healing and not your wounds. Damn. That's what this is. Okay? Some of you feel like your past relationships before this person were repeating old cycles, right? Baby, one more time. It's like you kept repeating the old cycles. You kept experiencing the same old karmic lessons. And this was painful. Not only just because it's painful to keep learning lessons, but it's painful to keep learning the same lessons. Like more than once and twice and three times a lady. Okay? So for some of you, you're just ready to move into a state in which you're attracting in a relationship that, again, reflects you in a healed state. And that feels different. That feels different. Some of you are seeing signs or synchronicities that point you towards optimism regarding this relationship. Some of you could have a feather tattoo. That's a very specific confirmation. A feather tattoo, or you might have been seeing butterflies recently, monarch butterflies specifically. But there's definitely an opportunity here to make a change. So for some of you, I feel like you might be connected to two people. Someone from the past that represents an unhealed version of you, and someone from a future state that simply wants you to step into and embody this new way of being loved. Damn. And I feel like this energy of the new is beckoning to you, while this energy of the past feels like it's pulling at your heartstrings. But it also feels like this energy of the past pulling on your heartstrings is something that you may recognize vibrationally is not aligned. It's not a match. Dang. Tanya's like, you clocked me, gal. You clocked me. Okay, what do we need to know, though? What do we need to know about this new love potential? See, the past love potential, do you know what? This past kind of feels like a test. It kind of feels like a test. It's like, are you willing to maintain your composure? And interesting, I wasn't even using this deck over here, and Freya jumped out. Freya is the goddess of phases and cycles. There is a beginning with every ending, okay? Every ending begets a new beginning, creates a new beginning. Illusions are revealed and released. Things that kept you holding on to the past are now being brought up to the surface, so you can clearly see that maybe these were false, or maybe we were worshiping false idols, aka the potential of a relationship that was never meant to be. And I see this shifting out of this worshiping of an illusion into the state of being open to a future path that feels like it is much more expansive. This new love here looks healing. It looks like a blessing. It looks abundant. So it does feel like for many of you, there's a decision here. Even if you have not yet connected to a new energy, many of you are aware of the fact that there's someone from your past that might still be holding on to you that could be a spiritual test. And there's a new energy that feels like they want to be your blessing. They want to be your miracle. They want to offer you the love that you've always deserved. But it's whether you're ready or whether you recognize that that is in fact the case. Damn. What do we need to know about the future of this new love at this time? Okay. For some of you, again, it is about cutting the cords to the past. Even though you've already tried to cut the cords, I feel like this is about taking charge of what's in your power. Like we saw at the beginning of this reading. You have never felt more confident, but it's because you're starting to see the fruits of your labors. The healing work that you've done is starting to pay off. You're starting to feel more connected to your physical body, right? Less in that state of overthinking, less in that disassociation, more in the state of feeling present and available for the blessings that are coming forward towards you. That's where you are energetically at this time. And I feel like as you are now taking charge, it's an opportunity to cut the cords. But for some of you, the reason why you haven't been able to cut the cords is because this past person is connected to a parental energy for you. So cutting the cord to this past person feels like it's cutting the cord to someone from your history for good. So if you are in this place and space in which you're trying to maintain your composure and maybe not ready to fully cut the cord just yet, just trust that your guides are supporting you and your guides love you and care for you deeply. And they want you to know that when you're ready, you'll be ready. You'll make the right choice for yourself. They believe in you. They hope you believe in yourself to the same degree. Okay, trusting the universe. But yes, when we channel the past energy, listen to the song. Love, 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 I want your love. Yeah, there was romance there, but maybe it was a romance that was a bad romance, right? In hindsight. Hindsight is 2020. Okay, some of you have been seeing 2020. Some of you met this person in 2020. Some of you have been seeing visions lately that have started to clarify the path forward. What do we need to know? Anything else we need to know about this past energy as we release? Spiritual growth is available to you. See, it feels like this is a decision to reclaim your happiness, to reclaim the joy that has always been your birthright, to reclaim a state of contentment. And at the end, the bottom of the deck is just the word no. Okay, just the word no. So some of you just need to practice saying no. Some of you are really bad at saying no to anyone. Romantic, platonic, or otherwise, okay? Here's the general part of this reading. Some of you have a bad time or a difficult time telling people no, or putting boundaries in place, or creating a structure around your needs, or protecting yourself. So it feels like there's an encouragement here to really just start practicing saying the word no, okay? That is an energetic boundary you need within. That's a somatic boundary. In addition to that, that physical boundary of space, starting to practice that boundary container. Being like, this is what I need to feel safe. Damn. Okay, what do we need to know, though, as we release this energy about this new love? Is this someone my collective has already met? I feel for many of you, you've already connected to this person. For those who have not, you are currently in the process of manifesting this person. But you may be doubting your manifestations. Some of you have been doubting your manifestations because they haven't been fruitful up until this time, and you're starting to doubt yourself. You're starting to doubt the universe. You're starting to question, I've been waiting for so long. Like, when will my day come? When will this love come across my path? I've been doing everything right. I've been healing. I've been manifesting. I've been journaling. Not a full moon that goes by without you utilizing the opportunity. You've been hearing inane readings from people such as myself, God damn it, and everyone else on this app for years, and you haven't met your person yet, okay? And you're coming for our heads, and I get it. I get it. Okay, I understand. It can be frustrating. It's hard out there. It's hard out there after a while. You're like, I don't want to hear about love offers. I don't want to hear about proposals. I don't want to hear about astrological events that happen once every 62,000 billion years, okay? I just want to be happy. I just want my peace. And you will have it. I promise you will. I promise you will. Most of you are manifesting this. The only thing that stands in the way of you is not, in fact, your frustration with spiritualists who are, you know, in most cases, good actors. It is your doubting in yourself. It is about doubting in yourself. For many of you, you are just doubting that this is possible. You're doubting that this is something that can come across your path. You're doubting that this is something that's even available to you. And this causes you to feel overwhelmed. Overwhelmed and starting to assess, like, how much time have I been here? How much time have I been investing in this place and space without any fruitfulness in the rewards? Tell me, who is this new person to my collective in this current moment? Will they meet them in the next few months? For most of you, you're meeting this person in the month of May. I'm seeing it for those who have not yet connected to this person. This is somebody that has not met you yet, but has some type of visibility to you. So maybe they've seen you online, or there's some type of 6th degree of separation situation here. And I feel when you do connect with this person, there's going to be awareness of the fact that your paths have somehow crossed. And it's not, in fact, the first time that you have encountered each other. Maybe the first time you physically met, but not the first time that you've encountered each other. Okay? Who is this new person to my collective in terms of their character? For some of you, this is an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. It could also be an Aries, strong Aries energy here, okay? There's a travel connection here. So this person could live at a distance or travel to come see you. There's something about them being connected to travel for you, okay? But this is definitely someone that will be very excited about the relationship, the potential, all that is to come. But it feels like there will be some doubts or fears that come up when you first connect to this person. Maybe feeling it's too good to be true. Maybe questioning whether or not this is finally a relationship you can just lean into. You can just take a deep breath in. You can just settle down in, okay? But for most of you, this is in fact that person. Now, this is a very specific message for some of you. Some of you, when you first meet this person, you might actually run from them. This is going to sound like, you're like, Mercy, no, I would never do that. I can't wait for this person. I'm not going to run from this person. I'm not going to push them away. Some of you, when you first interact with this person, because you're so used to people that are elusive, or that hold their love away from you, you might actually run from this person or push this person away. But just know that that is a sign that you are trying to work against old patterns, right? You're trying to find that composure, even amidst circumstances that feel unfamiliar to you. That is the lesson. That is the lesson. It feels like, yes, for many of you, you might feel unworthy of a love that's this deep. You might feel unworthy of someone who not only shows up. Okay, this is a big message. I got to turn off this godforsaken song for a second, okay? For some of you, you feel unworthy of a love not only that shows up for you, but a love that stays. Sit with that for a minute. Just receive that. You feel unworthy of a love that stays. But I promise you, this is a love that's going to stay. This is a love that will honor you. This is a love that wants to expand upon your divine essence. This is a love that is healing. This is a love that is sensual, but not for the purpose of eroticism, that is sensual because they want to connect you in all aspects of your being. This is a love that will sit with you, that will walk with you along the path. And this is a love that will never make you question your worth. So for those of you who are asking, is this possible? Will this person ever come? Just know that that is coming from that voice. That's coming from the voice that says, the love that stays will never stay with me. And I want all of you to start getting excited about a love that will offer itself to you willingly and will continue to do so. Continue to do so because you are worthy of a love that stays. Okay? I hope that message was helpful for my collective, sending so much love, positive energy, and abundance. If you enjoyed that collective message or you resonated, 1111 down below to let me know that that was yours. Okay? I love you guys. We are going to do some general messages. Why? Because I promised and because I said so. But I will do some yes or no questions after the fact. She got you. Okay? She always holds you down. But let me know if that message resonated. 1111 down below. Let's see what we got here. Woo! Riding solo. Okay, let's see. Yay, yay, yay. Love you guys. Guys, we're not doing yes or no questions yet. We will in a short moment, okay? We will do yes or no questions after the next collective. I'm going to do some general messages first. Let's see. I know it's a throwback song. Please hold it, folks. Yeah, we're going to do a quick general first. Hold our proverbial horses for just one moment, okay? Okay. For those who want a general message, let me know. The more you set an intention, the likely you will be able to receive all of the insights that are shared. So claim this collective. Let me know that this is something that you are desiring at this time. Yes. Your friend Jason, I wish. Set me up. No, just kidding. That's a bad thing to say. Okay. I mean, don't mind if I do. Spirits, angels, and guides, ascended masters, loved ones, teachers, positive ancestors. Give me the overall energy here. What does this collective need to know as it relates to any general messages at this time? Dang. Okay. For some of you, there is this energy here of finally feeling, okay, like you're ready to move out of a period of healing and ready to put yourself out there, okay? Ready to connect more socially, ready to engage in new experiences, where for a time it feels like you weren't in the place in which you were actually welcoming that in, okay? Damn, there's a lot of spicy messages. Some of you just outside of love just need to connect more to yourself physically, which we're not going to just equivocate into too much because this is a daytime program. Okay, it's only 2:48 p.m. Eastern, so we're not going to go too deep into that. But for some of you, yeah, you need to connect more with yourself physically, okay? So get to it. Get to it. But for others, oh, Myra says flip the script, Uno reverse. But yes, for some of you as well, you just need to get to it. Immediately stop what you're doing. That's, you know, it's a funny joke if I do the tea kettle laugh. Okay, but for others, but for let's not get de-censored or demonetized. But for others, you need to utilize the state of knowing that you are ready to move out of this period of self-isolation, out of this period of hibernation, into a place, again, of connecting outside of yourself, okay? So for some of you, this is about doing something to connect to your physical body. This could be specifically going to the gym or creating some type of new physical routine, maybe dancing. For those of you who are resonating with this message so far, are you doing things at least on a daily basis to connect with your physical body? Whether that's stretching, okay? Whether that's going out for a daily walk, connecting to both your physical body as well as the earth to be able to ground yourself. Yes, getting ready to go for a walk. What else do we need to know? Join the gym. Dang. Join the gym. I see you. Anything else this collective needs to know at this time? Nightly. Damn. Yeah, this is about taking charge and action of what makes you happy, of what brings you joy. This is a collective that I feel like is much more confident. Again, I'm getting a similar energy in the love collective to that in the general collective. So I feel that many of you, maybe for some time, were waiting for things to happen to you or for you. You're kind of just in this energy of sitting back and letting the universe do what it did. But I don't feel that energy anymore. I feel you more in this place of just taking charge of what you want and moving into a state of action. But it also feels like this is a qualified action, right? There's a difference between indiscriminate action, just doing whatever and saying yes to everything and putting yourself in every single situation. This is a collective that I feel like is much more intentional and is much more aware of the value of your energetic intention and your efforts. So I see you shifting into this place in which you are starting to take action consistently, but towards the things that feel aligned with you, towards the things that feel like they're supportive of your vision for your life. So for you, if it's not a hell yes, it's a no. That's what it is. If it's not a hell yes, it's a no. Anything else this collective needs to know at this time? Yeah, many of you, wow. So this is a collective of intuitives. This is a collective that's very spiritually gifted. For those of you who are resonating thus far, are you aware of your spiritual gifts? Are you aware of the fact that your guides are working with you to activate said spiritual gifts? Because I feel this is a collective that is in the process of being connected to their gifts and have started to activate their gifts. I see for many of you, your third eye is open, which means you're seeing things quite clearly. You have a clear vision for your life, and you're maybe starting to see signs or synchronicities. You're seeing the truth for what it is, and you have the ability to follow your intuition. Yes, intuition. God is always helping, correct. Some might say, yes. Cautious optimism, yes. But this is the energy of a collective that is in the process of unveiling and unearthing their magic. And for those of you who are resonating again, your dreams, your visions, and your goals are becoming a reality. So this is about harnessing all of the power of that magical energy and staying focused on what you're manifesting. And again, saying yes to the right opportunities, not being indiscriminate, being discerning. Exercising discernment to ensure that powerful reservoir of energy that is within you is galvanized towards your highest purpose and path. Damn. Many of you are energetically protected, supremely protected, and cords that maybe you've been wanting to cut are being cut at this time so you can move beyond limitation. I feel for a lot of you, your guides are rewarding you right now because you've done something you were afraid of recently. Some of you just got out of a cycle where you did something you were really afraid of. And it feels like you now have the ability to soar above what was priorly a limitation, or what in an old world was actually something that was blocking you or holding you down. And I feel now that you faced your fears, major spiritual changes are unfolding to support you. And it feels like this is your chance again to soar above what in an old world seemed insurmountable. Damn. Final advice here for this collective. Yeah, there is this energy, 88 in the room, of walking away, detaching from what no longer serves you. Emotionally, no longer attaching yourself to something you know that goes against your best interests. That is the toughest lesson that we learn in our lifetime, okay? Because there will be many times in your life where emotionally something feels like you want it or you desire it, but there's something in you that knows that it is not in your best interest, that you have to see beyond, that you have to be able to do the right thing for yourself, even if it doesn't feel good at the time. And this is this collective's energy. It's doing the right thing, even if it doesn't feel like the right thing at the time, in order to be able to trust the answer that is within them. You are currently supported by a cloak of wisdom. So you already know the answers that you've been seeking, maybe for myself or spiritualists or people outside of yourself. Trust what you know and continue to act based on those instincts. Okay? Final advice for this collective. Yeah, for many of you, like I said, you've gotten out of a long healing journey. So you're starting to feel like yourself again. You're starting to feel like you have your power back, your fire back, your passion back. So this is about expressing your driving passion. And that is this additional reservoir, again, of energy, of life force energy, to be able to support you aligning with your highest path. Okay? So I hope that message was helpful for my collective, sending so much love, positive energy, and abundance. If you enjoyed that collective message, 1111 down below to let me know. Okay?